Oh yes, oh no, you wanna wash na na na. Every Biafra mama oh. Prime Minister Simon Momo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpawo. In Urobo dialect and Isoko. Mazina de Kano. Lucky star is sinking, sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo agbada brururu. Amorotomo agbada brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpawo. Nieruwe yo withrowe salon. Mistoko with the sado. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Mistoko with the sado. No. Amorotomo agbada guru. PM Simon Joe. You have done so much for us. I am sharing tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Soko with the sado. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sado. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sado. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Wabadaguru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sado. Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is a do. You do well, it is a do. Brgie star, you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amaro Tomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Kisuko Bidise.
Those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
Makamwero mwekanyinaga Biko kulie Ogeruo Biko kulie Iye jamalike Ogeruo Omwene ndiaboroku Makamwero wanyi Omwene ndiaburu chekwa Makamwero wewu Biafra Biko kulie Ogeruo, Biko Kulen, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo, the spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulen, Ogeruo, when the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulen, Ogeruo, Oamadike no Nadonjon, Umuke Eremeyae, Bodike, Mosike, Rurajobalike.
The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, once Simon M. It wants to smooth to sleep Gabaniru Naibu. New brother and down from my Yabudo. Oh, Guinea. Once Simon M. A mesu of Coquere, Onyendu. Iye Gamadikeru. Imokwa Simon Epa Wujie Iye Gamadikeru Simon Epa Watatatapo Ojuda Kwenyi Mkwiweronye Ndukine Betata I will follow you I will follow you I will follow you Never look back I will follow you Mkwa Prime Minister Weronye Aniga Wanuga I will follow you Anina I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this. If Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangui, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea.
Simon Epa, Biko, Kisi, Kaka, Noku, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Way, Pibolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Weronye, Aniga Wanuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you, Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Moroka Biarole, Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic government Awuchie, Iye Jamadike, Commander General Leweshiri, General Mutuso, Sona Atakata War, Commander Holy Ghost, Okoye mmadụ ụfọdụ ga-akpọgasị ndị ọzọ ga-ele anya rapụ ha lee anya n'elu tụkwasị anya rapụ ha lee anya n'elu tụkwasị Chukwu obi iwu mfe n'ezi ọdụdụ udo n'ike n'ime obi kpakpando na-enye ihe n'ụzọ tụkwasị Chukwu obi jisike asụla ngọngọ ụzọ gị gbaa ọchịchị ihe dị ga-edu ndị nwayọ tụkwasị Chukwu obi.
Nnamdi Okwu Kalu ọramadike ndị Igbo jisike nwoke jiri ndụ ya wee chụọ aja maka Biafra wee rọpụtara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Ekpa Ọbakobie.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come.
that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic!
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this morning program. Wherever you are connecting to this program from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of the program. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every one of you that is participating on this program on a daily basis. Either you are following me up from TikTok, or you are watching us from Facebook, or you are with us on YouTube, where we are hosting the program. I welcome you, appreciate you, and I thank you for all your support. Wherever you are joining us from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect you. And I say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Remember, for those who are joining us for the very first time, that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafran government. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals. We do not come here in this platform to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to present the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, to say things the way they are without any political correctness. It doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter what you think. What we do in this platform is to speak our mind and let the world know what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. To tell the world the true fate of the Biafran people and their desire. The wish of Biafran people will bring it to the whole world. As we speak, the war that Nigerian government declared against the Biafran people is still ongoing. It has not stopped. If you think that it has stopped, better think again. It has not stopped. In fact, they have intensified and they are doing it on a daily basis. Remember, every time we come here in the morning, it is always an interactive section. You can join us on the platform, join us, make your contribution, say your own word. It is welcome. Whatever contribution you have to make, you are welcome to make your contributions. All we ask is that when you are joining us on this platform, please make sure you appear in a decent manner and also make your contribution in a civil manner. It does not matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how dissatisfied you are. Whatever be your argument, your prayer, please do it in a civil manner because the whole world is watching us. We cannot build another zoo while we are trying to get away from the zoo. So when you join us, make your submission in a very civil manner. I am not telling you to be politically correct because there is no political correctness in our program. We say things exactly the way they are. Feel free to pour out your mind when you join me on this platform. But do it in a civil manner so that the world will understand us. The members of the cabinet of Biafra are watching this program. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is watching this program. So every question you ask, every contribution you make, whatever thing you say on this platform is noted. The world is watching. Those confusion that you have in you, come here and ask questions and we will respond to you. You must not be a Biafran to join our platform. Even if you are not a Biafran, it does not matter your ideology, what you believe. As long as you are human, feel free to come here and ask us those questions, those things you are hearing about us that you're not too sure about. Click the link, come here and ask the question. We will respond to you accordingly. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I appreciate you. I thank you once again for being part of it. Today, we have come and we choose a topic, final day of 30 days lockdown, as Biafra program take the war to the new level, freedom or die. We move. Every one of us know where we are today. In case you do not know, you better know. We have been going on through 30 days lockdown, which started last month on 28th of last month. Today is the last day of that 30 days lockdown. Today is the last day of the 30 days lockdown. And it has been a very interesting one. The Liberation Army of Biafra have been doing the needful. They have done the needful and they will continue to do. They're not going to stop. Even after today, by the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama, our Prime Minister is going to open a new gate. Just as he said that after the 30 days, we are going to open up the 60 days. After the 60 days, 90 days. After the 90 days, 120 days. It will continue until the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, and then a full-blown open gate will be done, will be opened. A full gate will be opened. Today is the last day of the 30 days, the first step, 30 days lockdown of all government institutions in Biafran territory. So many of us that have been following up have seen a lot of things happening. So many of us that are following up, if you can tell truth to yourself, you will see so many things happening in Biafra land. You will see that the terrorists in uniform and off uniform in Biafran territory, they are getting it hot. So many of them are resigning, so many of them are retiring, so many of them are taking transfer from Biafra land. Biafra land has become too hot for them and we haven't started. If you think you have seen it all, you haven't seen nothing yet. In the same manner, they are pushing their propaganda and blackmail. The only thing that will save them is to leave Biafra land. Don't think that after today being the 30th day of the lockdown and the last day of that first step, it will end. It is just the beginning. A new gate is going to be opened. And I strongly believe that the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is going to speak. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to pay attention. Do not get distracted. Do not get deceived. Today is the 30th day, the final day of the lockdown. And it doesn't stop today. After today, we continue and we enter another stage. I welcome every one of you that are watching. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect every one of you. I can see my brother there who has joined me. Habat, you're welcome. Thank you for joining, Habat. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Yeah, Madi. Good morning, sir. Yeah. Madi, I really want to ask one question that is disturbing me since after the court day.
You're welcome.
I don't know there's something our leader said after the interview. They talk those people that make it that said they want to pump us, they want to when he come out, I don't know about that speech. It was disturbing me since after the last court day. Can you explain it well for me, please?
What is the speech? Come again. What did he say? What did you hear?
Yeah, I hear that for the news that IPOB, we are one family, that nobody should kill a member of IPOB members, and some people that want to make themselves the let people know them about it because it's in the chair. When they come out, everything will be stopped. That's what's disturbing so, a little bit. I don't know why did he make that speech, because I was feeling that is he talking about our prime minister or other ones. I don't know, sir.
Thank you, my brother. You see, that is why it is good. I'm very glad you paid attention to his speech. It is important that anytime he speaks, we have to pay attention. And when we pay attention and we have been following Mazen Nandegan, we will understand the angle he's coming from. I know the IPOB in Nigeria will always capitalize on everything he says. The words of our Supreme Mazen Nandegan is just like the word you read in the Bible for those who are Christians. You see, every pastor will come and interpret the word of the Bible the way it will favor him to suit his own idea. But it's left for those who knows what they are doing. Every human being, every one of us know what is right and what is wrong. That a pastor come and open the Bible and preach something that is wrong with for you and interpret it to favor his evil act. Just like a pastor telling a woman that he is going to sleep with her and give her anointing that will make her pregnant. A married woman, a pastor will come and tell you that I will sleep with you, give you an anointing that will get you pregnant. And the woman will believe and give her body to the pastor. Is that not foolishness?
That is foolishness, sir.
Number one, you know that the Bible says that you must not commit adultery or fornication. But in that lie, somebody have opened that same Bible and preached to you that he's going to do this and do this and do this, and God said God, and you believe. This is just an example I'm giving you. The speech of Mazen Nandegano is very straight, very, very straightforward. If you have been following up since he was kidnapped, a lot of things have been happening. Just like the speech he made the first time, he said, our duty is to save Biafra land, not to kill people. Our responsibility is to save our people, to defend Biafra land, not to take their lives. He has said it before. So when he made that speech, every one of us today, as human beings, we know what is right and what is good, and we know where we stand. The government of Biafra, under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the responsibility of government is to protect the life and property of every Biafran. That is why every time you see him, he gives an open door to everybody to join. He has made announcements. If you have anything to contribute to the Biafran government, come in. Recently, he gave an open invitation to the politicians. Come to Finland on the convention. If you have any question to ask me, come there. The government of Biafra is an open government for every one of us. But in that Biafra, as we all know, we are all IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, from the southeast, lower Benue and lower Kogi. As long as you are born in that territory, you are an IPOB, indigenous person. as a nation, IPOB as a nation, not an organization. When it comes to organization, there are people who are registered as an organization, which was established by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and these people by themselves took that organization and gave to the politicians. Number one, you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we know has nothing to do with Nigerian politicians. It doesn't matter whether you are his brother, his father, his mother. He has said it. He has nothing to do with them. They are the one that put him into the condition he is today. They made a move to take his life through Python dance. They couldn't succeed. He took off. He went to Kenya. They still contribute, and again, they kidnapped him. They were the same people that proscribed the organization he formed. So you can see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with them. And he said it, the last speech he made, he said, there will be no more election in Biafran territory. He said it. But today, the people we have today, the Nigerian government have hijacked them to fight against the original people that are fighting for Biafra. That was why the governor of Anambra State, Soludo, the video is still online. Soludo said that he is now working with IPOB, that IPOB have agreed to work with him. Which IPOB is he talking about? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he has nothing to do with any politician, but Soludo came and confessed that he's working with IPOB and they agreed to work with him. And you have seen many of their media warriors. Many of their media warriors today are speaking on behalf of the government. And you can see them. If you watch their program, each time they come program, they will spend 90 minutes talking about their own brother, Simon Ekpa, the prime minister. But when it comes to the government, they might spend 10 minutes and they might not even talk about the government. They have begun to act as informants for the government against their people. These same people, they gave order when the ESN was still working. They destroyed the ESN. They took the ESN and gave to the governors also. Their leader, Chike Chike, the one they say is their HOD in Switzerland. He made a broadcast on their radio Biafra. He said that they handed over ESN to the governors. These are the people they have converted and they are using them as their unknown gunmen, enforcement of one another, causing confusion in Biafran territory. If not for the presence of our Prime Minister, who's secured, our Prime Minister who came on board and secured these very people, secured ESN. When he secured ESN, then he detached them from the criminals who are the IPOB in Nigeria and formed the Biafra Liberation Army. Today, the duty and the job of the Biafra Liberation Army is nothing but to go against the enemies of Biafra. We have never seen any video where they said that the Liberation Army of Biafra went against a Biafran. It has never happened. The Liberation Army of Biafra is not going against any Biafra. The only people today that are taking innocent life that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is directing his speech to is the IPOB Nigeria. That is the people we are talking to. These people, remember, they gave order to the former ESN, when ESN was there, they gave order that anybody that speaks to Mazi Simon Ekpa, they should chop off his head. Up to today, you will see them coming online to threaten Mazi Simon Ekpa. Some of them will come and say that they want to take off his head. Go to their platform and you speak about Mazi Simon, they wouldn't even allow to hear. They will tell you to your face that they are going to take your life. And this is exactly what they are doing in Biafra land today. In Biafra land today, anytime you hear that the camp of the Liberation Army was attacked, these members of the IPOB Nigeria, they are working directly with the government and going to places attacking our people. The message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is directed. It is not confusing. All you need to do is to use your mind and find out who are those going against the Biafran people. That's the question. Who are those taking the life of fellow Biafrans? The only people today that are channeling their energy on their fellow Biafrans is the IPOB Nigeria. And if you don't understand it, you can understand that through their broadcasts. You can understand it through their broadcasts. Through their broadcasts, you can understand that the only enemy they see, the only enemy the IPOB Nigeria see is their own brother. A man who is fighting tirelessly to see that Biafra is saved. That is the person they see as enemy. And anybody working under the government of Biafra, that is their enemy. They don't see Nigerian government officials as their enemy. They don't see them. That is why you see most of their key media warriors go and check what they are saying. Today, they act direct. They don't even hide it anymore. All they do today is to create chaos, cause problem, and they will come online and announce and say, Mazi Simon did this and did that. But from facts, see, every single person have captured that they captured in the past. None of them confessed and said that he knows Mazi Simon. From the formation of the Liberation Army of Biafra, there has never been anybody captured anywhere and the person say, I am a member of Liberation Army of Biafra. But we have seen several confessions online. We have seen several confessions online where people that claim to be members of ESN, we are calling the names of people who sponsor them, names of people, including those who went and took the life of a traditional ruler. The video is still online. I think I'm not on that platform. If I had an opportunity, I would have played the video for you. You will see where one of them was making a confession. How they went and took the life of a traditional ruler. And he mentioned the name of his sponsors. Chike Doziem, China Samoru. These are the people today who are claiming to be DOS and whatever. Have you seen anybody that was caught anywhere and that person mentioned the name of our Prime Minister and said that Prime Minister sent him? It has never happened because it's not existing. These are the people that Mazi Nandegano, we are warning. But today, if you go to their platform, when you see certain thing, there is no need to be afraid or begin to wonder or begin to doubt who Mazi Nandegano is talking to. The speech is correct, direct, and very, very solid and plain. Anytime Mazi Nandegano comes online, I warn every one of us, deep down in our heart, we know whom he is talking to. If you don't know who he's talking to, it means you've not been paying attention. All you need to do is to pay attention. Pay attention. Once you pay attention to information that is coming, you will begin to understand. Just look back. From the kidnap of Mazi Nandegano up to today, it's 4 years plus now. Going to 4 years. Check, just look through, and you will see the attitude of every one of us. Go and check the attitude of everyone. What have they been doing to see that Mazi Nandegano is released? What are the activities? You can go and find out. You see that for the past almost 4 years, they have all channeled their energy on fighting against their own brother. That is where their energy lies. They have blackmailed him. They even joined the Nigerian government to call for his extradition. They joined the Nigerian government to call for his execution. Who else is calling for such? At the same time, while they are doing this, Mazi Simon have always been calm, opening the gate and open hand for them to come back to their senses and come back to where they are. In the other way around, look at what Mazi Simon have been doing since Mazi Nandegano was kidnapped. From the moment he was kidnapped up to this day, go and check what is Mazi Simon doing. Go and check. The records are there for you. What has he done? Mazi Simon was the one that is upholding the seat at home, which is the base of the remembrance of Mazi Nandegano to today. Monday, sit at home. Every Monday. The governors have tried by all means to stop it. The IPOB Nigeria have tried, including using impersonators to claim that I'm forcing it. But yet, the Biafra people said no. It is Mazi Simon that is the one preaching that gospel, supporting Biafrans to hold onto their will, their decisions. Mazi Simon since the kidnap of Mazi Nandegano, has been able to form a government, recognized government. A government recognized. Today we have a government in exile, and we have de facto government in the homeland. He didn't stop there. Today we have the Liberation Army of Biafra fighting and defending Biafra people. And they are being equipped by Biafran people, you and I. You can see their operations. They have fought and continue to defend Biafran territory up to this minute as we speak. You can see liaison offices of Biafra opened across the world in different countries. Biafra have successfully held a convention for the very first time, convention that the whole world attended, and another one is coming up. Which one are you going to count? Today you can see the lobbying group lobbying for Biafra in the United States, in DC. The lobbying group are there, busy lobbying for Biafra. It is not something they say, oh, I'm doing this in secret. There is nothing done in the secret. Everything I'm telling you now is in the open. You can see them. You can verify them by your own self. How can you have all these facts? And when Mazin Nanekano speak, you don't know who he's talking to. If you are under the government of Biafra, you are on the right path. And just like our Prime Minister have said, immediately Mazin Nanekano is released, the IPOB in Nigeria will be dissolved. IPOB as an organization will be totally dissolved because the Zoological Republic government have already hijacked it. The zoo have hijacked it. The only thing remaining is for Mazen Nanikan to come out and announce the dissolve of that very organization. Once he announces, that is the end. But as it stands today, we know that it doesn't exist. For us, it doesn't exist. The only thing we're waiting for is the official announcement by Mazen Nanikan, which is going to make whenever he comes out. Do not shake. Do not waver. Propaganda is going to come. You haven't seen nothing yet. Every one of us as Biafra must tighten up our belt and prepare for propaganda. Propaganda is going to come. It is going to come. They have not started though. If you think you have seen propaganda, you have not seen propaganda. They are going to intensify. The only thing you have to do as a Biafran is to focus. Know whom you are. Know who you are. Look through your heart. Look into your heart. Sometimes I tell people, don't just believe what that I tell you, that maybe because I'm saying it, that I'm forcing it. No. You don't just believe it because I said it. From deep inside your heart, with your common sense, with that common sense that Chukwu Okike has given every one of us, apply your common sense to every single thing you see or you hear. Then come out with your own answer. This is not something to force. I am not forcing you to believe what I'm saying. Neither am I forcing you to buy into my own ideology. It is left for you, after listening, to go and look through, digest every single thing I have said. If you find out that it is the truth, you hold on to it, pursue it more deeper, and I bet you, no amount of propaganda or blackmail will remove you. There is nothing we are saying today that Mazen Nandekan have not said in the past. There is nothing new that I'm saying here that the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekan, has not said. There is no message we are going to preach today that the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekan, has not preached. All you need to do is to pay attention. Do not get distracted. Do not allow anybody to distract you. It doesn't matter who it is. Our destination is freedom. Our destination is freedom. Don't allow any blackmail or propaganda from anybody to push you aside. The challenge is huge. The battle is strong. But the beauty of it all is that we are going to win the battle. It does not matter what the enemies are doing. Are they going to continue in their propaganda? Of course they will. And we are not surprised. And there are some people who are from Biafra land and they are still they are working against the freedom of people. There are many of them. There are so many people in Biafra land that are working against us. But the majority carries the votes. More than 50 million votes that was given to the Biafran government is not a joke. You can't beat it. Nigerian government, from the time of immemorial, from the amalgamation up to date, Nobody have ruled Nigeria with up to 50 million plus vote. It has never happened. Nobody, no government has won the post of the presidency with up to 50 million vote. You know, I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that today we are in the era of technology where you can't just come and say a thing without giving evidence. Today we are in a very civilized world, a world that is built with technology that you can sit back in your room and be able to travel the whole world in minutes. And every single information you speak or bring out can be verified. We have conducted our self-referendum. And that self-referendum have been endorsed by some international organization. The self-referendum have also been investigated by some investigative journalists. And they have come to conclusion to realize that yes, truly, we conducted a referendum. The referendum of Biafra, online and offline, is not something you can manipulate. Google was used. It is not just come and vote. We used Google, and you can't beat it. Everything you do through Google can be verified. It is verifiable. Everything you do through Google is verifiable. People can tap into it to get the fact. You can't beat it. And the ones that were conducted online, we have evidence of the voting online, on the ground. Evidence on pictures, evidence on videos, evidence on audios. And all this evidence will be put together. And international communities are watching. They are observing what the Biafra people are doing. And I bet you, there is no country in this world, no organization in this world that will ignore more than 50 million votes asking to get out of a country that is trying to destroy them. There are some countries in this world that are not up to 10 million. There are some countries on the planet Earth that are not up to 10 million. And you want me to tell me that the world organizations or other countries will overlook more than 50 million votes and still counting? It's not going to happen. Today, all we are waiting is for the time. The convention is coming up November, December. The vote is still going on. For those who have not voted, you still have the opportunity to vote. And I bet you, we are not expecting everybody to participate on the vote. There are people who will not still vote. Likewise, there are people who will vote against Biafra. In that very voting, there are people who voted against Biafra. And the record is there. Which is the beauty of democracy. There's never a time everybody will agree on one thing. The saboteurs will be still in there. The Thomas will still be there. Up to this minute, with the whole move the Biafran government is making, some people still believe that Biafra is not possible. There are some people that still believe that Biafra is not possible, even when they are seeing the possibility. Some of them out of envy, some out of jealousy, some out of ignorance, some out of wickedness. That's why you hear some IPOB Nigeria, they say that instead of Biafra to come through Masisa Mareba, let it not come. And that is why they are working day in, day out to see that Biafra doesn't come, because they see that the only person now that is going to bring Biafra, that has practical ways on the ground, the only person that is working practically, openly to restore Biafra is Masisa Mareba. Nobody else. Nobody else. The only person that is working for Biafra today to come is Masisa Mareba. And anybody that speaks against him, of course, you don't need to be told where he stands. Everything Masisa Mareba is doing today is what Mazen Nandekano would have done, even more, if he had to be around. Some of those idiots have forgotten that before Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped, Mazen Nandekano was preparing to march. He said, after the 150 days prayer, we will march. They have forgotten. So Mazen Nandekano left you for the past 4 years, and you are still waiting for him to come out before you march. So if you don't see Mazen Nandekano today, it means you will not talk about Biafra anymore, which is what the Nigerian government thought within themselves, which is what the Nigerian government is hoping for. Nigerian government thought that when they kidnap Mazen Nandekano, that nobody is going to talk about Biafra, but they got it wrong. They just realized that kidnapping Mazen Nandekano was a great mistake, a grievous mistake that cannot be corrected anymore. The kidnapper of Mazen Nandekano from Kenya today gave birth to the government of Biafra, to the strength of Biafra. Today, go to the Capitol Hills. Every office there today is talking about Biafra. Biafra is now on the highest level legally. I tell people, in the restoration of Biafra, in this new dimension, there is nothing that is done illegal. Every single step we take is taken in a legal form. That is why I tell you, when you are speaking about Biafra, you don't need to be afraid. Speak with pride. Speak with your head up. If you're a Biafran at this point in time, you are still hiding. You are, in short, I call you a bastard. That's what you are. That's what you are, a bastard. That is why you're hiding. Even our enemy knows that the time has come. That is why you see the attack have increased. Go to social media. Go to all social media platforms. You see some group of people focusing on attacking Biafran people. Paid individuals. More especially, they focus the attack on the Igbo Biafrans. When they hear that the Igbo Biafrans are united, they become so scared. You see people channeling their energy to cause confusion among brothers who want to unite within themselves. A brother wants to reunite with his brother, correct all their mistakes and forgive each other and move on. An outsider doesn't want it to happen. An outsider is so annoyed. When they speak, you see the anger in them. Why is it that the Igbo Biafrans are united? Instead of you focusing on your own problem, you see somebody from Oduduwa land. Somebody from Oduduwa land. You saw an Igbo Biafran telling you that now I am going back to my family. My family is Igbo. I am Igbo Biafran, and I am a Biafran. I cannot belong in another place. You get angry. You get angry because somebody told you, look at where I come from, look at where I am. And you try to change his identity. They go to the extent of paying people to begin to talk trash and speak lies. And when I come across those platforms, I just laugh. I'm laughing because it is too late. In this generation that we are, where information is in our palm, anybody that is deceived is because you want to be deceived. If you are deceived today, it is because you yourself, you are evil. There is no excuse that you can give and tell me, oh, I was deceived. I didn't know what I was doing. You know what you are doing. Whatever you are doing in this generation, this smartphone you are holding in your hand to make call and watch video and write nonsense is enough for you to get every single information you need in a twinkle of an eye. Type the word and ask the question. The Google will answer you. So when I hear people who said, oh, they don't know what to do, oh, I was deceived, I laugh because these are a bunch of clowns and idiots who deep down in their mind, their brain is in their belly. Some of them are just cowards. If you are a Biafran from the old southeastern region, the present southeast, lower Benue, lower Kogi, more especially the Igbo Biafran, and you are still talking about one Nigeria, you are still ashamed to identify with Biafra, you are a bastard. That is what you are. If you are still scared, ashamed to identify as a Biafran because of friendship, because you want to keep a friend, because you want to look nice to people, you are an idiot. Because you want to sound good. You want them to say, oh, this one is different. Oh, this one is a nice guy. He's not like other people. You just want to sound good to people. You are an idiot. That is what you are. In 2024, when everything is clear that you are not any, Nigeria doesn't want you. Nigeria doesn't want anything to do with you. They say it in their words, they say it in action, they say it in written, they show it in their behavior every minute of the day. Every day you go online, either on their conventional media or social media, you will see people who are telling you, you do not belong here. The government is doing the same thing, telling you that you do not belong here. They borrow money with your wealth, they share among themselves, and they count you out. They do everything they do, they count you out, they take you away, and still yet, you are there promoting one Nigeria. You are there forcing yourself to make yourself accept. You are an idiot. That is what you are. You are a bastard. That's the only way to describe it. Because in this time that we are in, we no longer we are not trying to make anybody feel fine with what we say. This is not the time to make people like you. This is not the time to sound good for people. You sound very decent. So they say, oh, this one is a decent guy. No, it is not. It is because of our sounding good and decent. That is why we are where we are today. Because we are trying to be on defensive every time, trying to look nice, trying to prove to them we are good. That is why today they have succeeded in pushing blackmail and propaganda to tarnish our image. And today, the whole world has ganged up against us. And you think you can continue in that your mediocrity. Not anymore. Not anymore. Every single day you go in, you see something pointing to the fact that you are not wanted. The case of Mazen Nandegano recently is a very clear example. The case of Mazen Nandegano is a very clear example that just transpired. They use their media. All they use their media to do is to push things that are against the Biafran people. Falsehood. Everything that has to present Biafra as people who are not good, people who are so terrible, that is what their media project. The case of Mazen Nandegano that is online. Something as simple as going to line to browse and see the result that their own courts have given. The judgment of their own court. The media don't know. They come to ask Mazen Nandegano, somebody who is in prison. It is somebody who is in prison that is demanding them. This thing you are asking now, it is online. Try to use your time, go online and check. And if Nigeria were to be a country, the case of Mazen Nandegano should be on every media platform discussing about his innocence. If Nigeria were to be a nation, the case of Mazen Nandegano is supposed to be in the face of every media. But you see, they never talked about it. Only that very day that he went to court, they managed to project it, and that is the end. It dies off. And that is all they have been doing. But when they want to project a negative thing against us, they will hold the program for weeks, for months. You know, when they were peddling the line, Mazen Nandegano jump bell, Mazen Nandegano jump bell. Every media station was ringing it, jump bell, he jump bell. Until when their own court was forced to open their mouth and say that he did not jump bell. Today, the case of Mazen Nandegano cannot be prosecuted in Nigeria because he did not commit any crime against the Nigerian government. The government themselves said that he committed the crimes. In the UK, a citizen of UK, the only place you can try him for a crime he committed in the UK is in the UK. Except the government of the UK gave them the order, which they have not. For the past 4 years, they have been holding Mazen Nandegano under subject confinement for doing nothing. And idiots see nothing wrong about it. While they are focusing is on Mazen Simon Ekpa. They have not corrected the crime they committed against Mazen Nandegano. They want to commit another one. They want to commit another extraordinary rendition. And that is how you know evil people. And the worst is that in this crime, some of the Biafran people are part of it. Are you surprised? Go and see the tweet. The person that called himself the Jezebel. The Jezebel, go and look the tweet she tweeted. because Joe Ayaba was arrested, according to her. We have not had an official statement from our Prime Minister. She posted that Joe Ayaba, the leader of the Ambazonia people, a freedom fighter fighting for their people, was arrested, and she was making jest of him. This is somebody who claimed to be the wife of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, making jest of a freedom fighter on his own, fighting for the Ambazonia people. She was celebrating that the man was arrested. And she tweeted and said that the next is going to be our Prime Minister. These are people who said they are fighting for freedom. Can you see how idiotic they are? It does not matter whether you hate Martin Simon Eba or you don't hate him, whether you like him or you don't like him. How could you join the government to pursue his extradition? How could you join the enemies of your husband, somebody you call your husband, which we know you are no longer? You have nothing to do with Martin Nnamdi Kanu, because I don't see the kind of a wife whose husband will be going to court. I have never seen her appear in the court with her husband. We have never ever seen her appear in the court with the husband. Or she will come online and tell you that she visited Martin Nnamdi Kanu. When and where? Nobody knows. How? Nobody knows. We have seen Martin Nnamdi Kanu in the court several times. You see people, family members surrounding him, other people, even women are there, cheering him up. But his own wife, for the past 4 years, how many times have you seen her in the court? Have you ever seen her standing side by side with her husband in the court? How many times? What will it cost you to fly from the UK to Nigeria to attend your husband's case at least once in a year? Or twice in a year? Which we know that if you decide to attend it every month, you can. But what do you see? What you see today is go to her platform. Go to her platform and check the post she's posting. Is attack against our Prime Minister. A man who is fighting for the release of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. A man who is in the forefront of the restoration of Biafra. You are joining the enemy to fight him. Well, the Biafrans have seen things clearer than before. We no longer ask questions because it is obvious. All we are waiting is for the Supreme Leader of IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to come out and make the final statement. As for the fact, we know the fact. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you. You don't need a native doctor or a pastor to say any prophecy to you. All you need is your common sense. The truth about the kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and every other thing that surrounds it, they are there. The enemies of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we know them. They are not hiding. Every single truth is out there. The worst is that some of them are shameless. I don't know why they think that the Biafrans are dumb. You think by speaking long English, that is how Biafrans will identify with you. You think that Biafrans are dumb. You think by speaking English from head to toe or acquiring certificates, that is how Biafrans will respect you. Of course we don't. That is not who we are. Biafrans, you earned their respect. You earn respect from Biafrans. You earn it. Before a Biafran will respect you, you have to earn it. You earn it. That is exactly what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu earned the respect of Biafrans. Every one of us. He earned it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu earned our respect. That is why today every one of us is ready to put our life on the line for him. Many Biafrans are ready to put their life on the line for him. The whole Biafran land, including the politicians, everyone today is speaking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Even his haters, people that hate him, they can't but mention his name. Because he earned his respect. He earned the respect that you cannot be bold to insult Mazen Nandegano in the presence of a Biafra. You dare not. The same way today, our Prime Minister is earning respect from the Biafra people. Our Prime Minister is not forcing you to follow him. All you need to do is to look at the work he has been doing. Look at his job. Look at his job and what he's doing. Then you will realize that yes, he is the man for the job. It is not by force. You earn it. You earn your respect. And that is, Mazen Nandegano in one of his speeches say, for you to convince a Biafra, you must have to go extra miles. Biafrans don't just wake up and support. No. And that is true. Biafrans do not just wake up and support. You must earn your respect. Every respect, you must earn it. And when you earn your respect, then and only then, you begin to think or do what you're supposed to do. My fellow Biafrans, every one of us must not allow things to go wrong. We must continue until we get to where we're going. Thank you so much, my beloved brothers. I'm sorry that I couldn't catch you up on time. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everyone I have connected. My beloved brother Ifani and my brother Max, thank you for joining. My brother Ifani, please go on. I know that your network sometimes they kick you out. Today they allow you to come in. Just go on and speak to us.
Yeah, I greet you, my brother. Please. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother. Go on.
And I salute you, Jokmara Biafra. How is everything over there? Oh, thank God. Bro, I came in with a different phone. That's why they allow me to enter. I didn't use my normal phone to come in.
Okay.
They will not allow me. That one, they have banned me. So that's why you are seeing me. See, truth here, and all Biafra listening. See, it is very obvious. Although we know it is only those who are joining recently that you will be telling about Mazen Nandegano's wife. But as for we, the people who started this journey from the beginning, from the day that Mazen Nandegano was kidnapped, they know that the hand of the wife is inside. You understand? But the after document to come out and tell you that he had a meeting with Mazen Nandegano's wife and a Joko and most of them. That was when we know that something played. You understand? So this one that she's doing now, how can somebody who called herself the wife of our leader come out be mocking Dr. Cho Ayaba? A man that is so dear to your husband. That is the man that you are mocking. See, it's not this is that is going on. It's God Almighty. Chico Kadiama is the one who is bringing them out to come and do what? To come and confess and tell Biafran what they did. How can you be saying that you are celebrating the kidnap of Cho Ayaba? Although Cho Ayaba was not kidnapped, he was just arrested. It just very soon he will come out, which I know, because the place he was taking is not African country.
Of course.
So the only thing that when they ask him question, like the way they did to our prime minister, they will let him go. They know he's a freedom fighter, and he has not committed any offense known to law. So that's one thing that these people need to understand. You are jubilating, telling our prime minister that this is something will be his fate soon, and you call yourself the wife of our leader, and you are condemning Cho Ayaba, saying that Cho Ayaba is killing his people, that Cho Ayaba is a terrorist. Don't tell me one thing that Cho Ayaba has done that your husband has not done, and two of what Cho Ayaba has been in Abasonia today.
She continued to expose herself.
You understand? Cho Ayaba started 2016. Your husband started since 2012. So, in other words, Cho Ayaba learned from your husband. So, why is this woman? This woman doesn't have shame. She doesn't have shame. She will leave all these things that she will come and say, I visited my husband and with my son, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But this woman is not visiting our leader. She is not visiting our leader. And remember, Master Prophet said that our leader have already divorced Uche. That he never wanted to make it publicly. Remember that our leader has been living in Germany for the past 1 year. Understand? So anybody who will come and tell me I begin to defend this woman, the person is a very stupid person. It's okay, Chief. I think I have to drop her because I have a place to go.
Okay, my brother.
Time.
Thank you so much. I understand. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My beloved brother Maxwell, you are on the move. Are you in the farm? Did you visit your farm? Okay.
Yes. Good morning to you. I want to drop the one of Biafra people, the daughter of one the Biafra to school. She left something in the house, so I took it back. I sent it to her at school. We say good morning to you, Mazu Chuk Namoti, Eziboto Namoti, Namoche Pocha. And may God bless you. May God bless your family, the work you do, and may God bless and replenish all the time that you have spent to come out on daily basis to do what you are doing. It is only God, Chukwukabiyama, will bless you. And I believe that when Biafra comes, the joy will be enormous by the grace of God.
You see?
I salute Mazin Namdekano wherever he is, the lion of our time, the prophet that I know I could go to not this prophet that you go that will request money from you to build altar for your words, sow seed, and challenge God. No. Mazen Namdekane is a prophet that God has sent to us that is even 1,000% better and potent than all these people, and God is with him. May God bless someone and continue to protect him. May God bless our people that are home, protecting my mother's ancestral land, where we were, so protecting them where we are not there to support them. But my prayers go to them. Whatever support that I am able to garner, I will do in order to make sure that they do their work diligently. May God bless the great men and women of Biafra land, especially those in the homeland Biafra that are bearing the brunt of the wickedness of Nigerian government on daily basis. We need to support them. In our pastoral prayers, we need to support them and include them in those prayers, because it is not easy. It is only our people say in Igbo land, and I will say it in Igbo land, in Igbo language. Okoko huru ufu. You know that thing they call ufu, that animal they call ufu in Igbo land. Fox. Okoko huru ufu n'ime ọhịa anaghị atụ nche. The fowl that escaped from the claws of the fox in the forest does not cry. You see that one that I've not seen anything, that is the one that made the most noise. Exactly. We know what our people are going through. It is not to the happiness of anybody to see our people go through what they are going through. Biafra land is under occupation, and we are doing everything possible to make sure that we right the wrongs, cross the T's, and dot the I's, so that our people will be free forever, as God will want us to be. You see, my brother, I saw one of my sister, Nemoche, in the US yesterday sent me the information.
And I said, okay, it didn't happen in African soil. It happened in a country where they also respect human rights.
Yeah.
And I believe that was not only Joe Achoba alone that was arrested. The rest has been released. I think the rest has been released. Is it the ones in the US also has been also released? They were questioned. And I hope that he is going to be released.
Definitely.
I do not know the rationale of questioning someone who is fighting, who is an activist, a freedom fighter that is fighting for his own people because of misrule and death on their people. Misrule and everything. I do not know the rationale. Most of these European countries now that are even questioning this guy, they passed through the same thing. They were refined, and today look at their country. Can you compare those countries now with what is happening in Africa, the democracy that they enjoy over there? And when people are rising up in Africa to challenge the criminal status quo, what is not right, what should be done right, and they are writing to them to question them and detain them. That is to tell you that these globalists are not sleeping. They are not sleeping. But I hope, I listened to the deputy this morning through a channel, and I believe and I hope that he is going to be freed. And I was meant to understand also that this is not the first time he has been, called into this kind of questioning. He will also pull through by the special grace of God, because he, just like the Biafrans, are not fighting to invade anybody's land. They are fighting to protect where God placed their ancestors from the beginning of this earth, no matter where they are born, where their umbilical cord were buried. That is what they are protecting, not advancing to conquer or take any other place. And God will continue to support them in that quest. The only time God will leave us is when we begin to do what we don't supposed to do. And I believe that he will guide every one of us to do what we're supposed to do, so that our freedom will be guaranteed to our people. And those are people that are being held will also be released. For here, you see, there was the time I wanted to speak about the Jezebel. I don't want to mention her name.
Yeah.
Somebody that accused Simon Ekpa, or is it a trichotomy or what, 21 or what? I cannot remember. Trichotomy or something like that, 21. You see? Okay, let's put it back. Let's flip the coins. Who is suffering from that 3-something 21? I told you people long time ago that the actions of this woman does not cohere with the ideology of her husband. I said it and I said it and I said it all over again. I use Winnie Mandela, no matter what happened at the end. Winnie Mandela supported and fought with the husband. Till things, got haywire. This lady in the US, Showore's wife, these were the people I used as an example. What is this woman doing? Where she is in the United Kingdom, don't they have members of parliament that control her constituency where she lives? Don't she know where to go and begin to pressure and fight for the release of her husband, a citizen of the country in which she lives as a citizen as well? I said all these things that time. I said, look, and no matter how it is, no matter how we look at it, where a child is pointing finger, if the mother is not there, the father is there. Ano nyurensia, ano nkwa in our forever himself, or nyurensia there.
Exactly.
I am obliged now. I am guaranteed or warranted to say that this woman, because of this test and twist, this thing that she wrote, right? This stupid,
Unbelievable. Every day she
this empty or vacuous statement this guy made now is an indictment on her of what has happened to her husband.
Absolutely.
She is responsible. I do not know the reason or the rationale that your husband was arrested for 8 days. 8 solid
8 days. 8 days. You didn't.
You do not know. You did not come out to shout.
8 days.
Woman, you live with your husband in the house. You know the dangerous nature of the work your husband is doing.
Exactly.
You know everything. You live in the house. In fact, it's a shame that it was other people from outside the house that started talking. Where is Mazen Namdekano? Where is Mazen Namdekano? Where is Mazen Namdekano? Which means, hey, how do I put it? Which means, Akaha no n'ime ya, Akaha did not detain that happened to all their bodies are soaked in it. All of them in that family. They wanted to take Mazen Namdekano out. And unfortunately for and that is the reason why. It might not necessarily be the political elites in South, in Biafra land, that is holding Mazen Namdekano. The family, they don't want the truth to come out.
It's possible.
They don't want the truth to come out. Eh? Ndị Igbo anyị so evu na agbagba ibe vụrụ mmadụ wee eziokwu. Their hand might be in the ordeal of Mazen Namdekano, the continuous detention of Mazen Namdekano in that years is orchestrated by these people. If this man will come out to challenge a man that is in good rapport before he's kidnapped in this manner, and targeted someone like the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile in Finland, targeted every one of us, called us people that doesn't know what we are not in the cockpit and we know what is autopilot, called us all kinds of names, people that doesn't have what did she say that time? Frontal. People without the action of this Jezebel, does it not, how do I put it? Does it not connect someone who is suffering from either dementia, schizophrenia, or bipolar? Because what this lady is talking, I am very, very sorry to use this because, in fact, I cannot keep it any longer. This test is better for her to just keep quiet and suffer whatever she is suffering than to come out and begin to unleash this gibberish for people to consume and debate upon. This woman is not a wife to Mazen Namdekano. That is not the quality of a wife that's supposed to be behind a man like Mazen Namdekano. And it is shown, it is evidently proven to all of us that this woman does not want it at all. Doesn't want it. And I hope that what happens to Winnie Mandela at last, after Obacharoso, what has he had and why? I hope it is not going to happen to her, because this lady has nothing to contribute to the life of Mazen Namdekano and the ideology of Mazen Namdekano. It's quite a pity. And everybody in this agitation must come out, the government must come out and say it as it is. I've been heard that Mazen Namdekano has warned this woman not to meddle with the affairs of Simon Ekpa. If she is a woman that is responsible and respectful to her husband's instructions, she could have kept quiet. If this woman was in tune with what the husband was doing before his unfortunate kidnap, she should have been the negotiator or a peacemaker between the IPOB DOS, now Nigeria Enterprise, and Simon Ekpa, and force them and speak to them to obey the instructions of her husband. She didn't do that. Knowing what she did, knowing what their family has done, they could not. They were looking away that all the issue abasa, so that everybody would just, scatter the same way they succeeded in scattering Mossab. To today, Mossab, you can only hear the story, but Mossab can no longer operate the way they were operating before. That was exactly what they wanted to do, but they never knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw something in Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of today, and the head of the Biafra Republic government in exile, and said, you will be my representative, you will serve me, you will take over from me, you are going to do more, one thing that I couldn't do. And look at it, look at him growing by strength by strength on daily basis. As if they are spiritually married to each other. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after the Prime Minister said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stand trial, do not agree to stand trial. But look at it on that day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu repeated the same thing, as if it was spiritually telegraphed to him. And somebody would tell me that
himself a disciple, they think it's a joke, it's just by word.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me rest here because I have a lot to say, but because of time and I am very, very fired this morning. Thank you, my Bridget.
Thank you so much, my
I'm sorry to have taken a lot of time. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's our platform. You have the time. The platform belongs to you. You have a point. You have to voice out your voice and give out the information you have. Very important. All of us are here to get the information and get things right. I saw somebody wrote on the comment section, he said, Biafra should focus on what Simon Ekpa PM is doing to free the people and focus less on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue. We've just seen that very comment, and that's exactly what we are doing. That's exactly what we are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just came out from court, and it is very important that we keep on analyzing the issue. And most importantly, I have said it several times, you cannot separate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from restoration of Biafra. Anytime you separate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from restoration of Biafra, you're making a mistake. Just like people today who will tell us to go and begin to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, forget about the restoration. If you want to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, restore Biafra. If you want to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, restore Biafra. The people, Biafran people that Mazi Samaraba is fighting for, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is part of it. Everything we are saying we are doing today is to restore Biafra. I have told people, just like our Prime Minister said, that freedom is not in Nigeria. You can't find any freedom anywhere in Nigeria. There's no freedom in Nigeria. You can't find freedom anywhere in Nigeria. And for those of you who are thinking, if you are wishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the kind of freedom they gave me in 2015, you are a fool. I do not want that freedom they will give him. They will give him when he gets home now. They will not send people behind to go and kill him. That's not what I want. We want a freedom where he will only be accountable to the Biafran people. Go ahead, my brother.
I beg you, I seek your indulgence to say this before they are calling me. Yes, you are right. Nobody will separate.
I think our brother is having a call is coming in. A call is obstructing him, so we have to be patient for him to reconnect back, and he can be able to make his submission. I think he's getting a call. So my fellow Biafrans, I was saying, There is no way we can separate these two things. They are the same. And just like as the message says, every one of us, we have to be focused. The most important thing we have to do is to make sure that Biafra is rescued. Go ahead, my brother. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you so much. I had a little short, a little interference. You see, just like what you are saying, you cannot separate Martin Nnamdi from Simon Ekpa, the prime minister. No way. Two of them are like Siamese twin. You can't separate them. And the nature of their own Siamese twin is the type that when you separate one, the other one will die.
Yeah.
You can't separate them. And the blueprint is what we are doing. The only thing is that when you are going, there may be some certain kind of stores you need to take care of. Those that are especially coming from within. The reason why I'm so concerned about what these things that we are saying now is because it's coming from within. Look, let me tell you, the worst war you will fight is the war you are fighting your own people, or the war your own people are not supporting you. That is the worst war you are going to fight. As long as you have those people within, we have to make sure that we make them to, rescind anything that they are going to do. Let them just keep quiet and allow us to do what we're supposed to do. Freedom is not given on a platter of gold. And are you people not surprised that Nigeria, that is abusing human rights in Nigeria, arresting protesters, labeling terrorism charges against them, buying innocent people, a country that cannot even protect their own citizens from external ragtag aggression, like the armed Fulani terrorists or bandits, Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, and so on and so forth. They cannot protect them. Rather, they are working in cahoots with these people. They are issuing them everything. They are paving way. They are acting as catalysts to these people, making their movement very fluid, very swift, that when they commit, nobody can arrest them. When they use their bike and go through, crisscrossing the north, coming into Biafra land and the Yoruba Oduduwa land, they will never be captured. They will never be arrested. Even when they are arrested, they will be released. And anyone that just hands up will become a repentant and capable of becoming the president of Nigeria, or be enlisted into your security force, armed officially to go and begin to say you are guarding the people that you were fighting before.
My brother Maxwell, do you know that Tinubu is considering bringing back open grazing? They have formed a committee to look into open grazing to bring it back.
You see, I am not, there is nothing impossible in that country. If pythons will swallow billions of naira, what else do you think? If monkeys will cut away monies in millions, in billions of naira, what do you think that will happen in that country? It's a country that everything goes. If a drug baron is good, this man, they know the reason why. They saw all these adversities, let's say controversies around him, and they put him here, there, so that he will be easily be manipulated. If you don't do this, we will open up this. If you don't do this, we'll open up this. That is the reason why. That guy, if I were him, I wouldn't have been there. But they say power intoxicate, absolute power corrupt, absolutely. So that is why he's there. See, let me tell you one thing. Like you said, freedom is not an easy thing to get. But do you know, are you surprised what the recruiter of terrorists in Nigeria, presently the vice president, said in the United Nations Assembly? He forgotten that there is evil going on in their own land. He has forgotten that they are accomplices in what is happening in the land. They have forgotten that majority of them in the north are sponsors of Boko Haram, and they refuse to announce the names of the people that are sponsoring Boko Haram in the north. They know that there is terrorism going on in Nigeria that they are supporting. They know that there are groups in Nigeria that are fighting for their own freedom. Just like I'm not telling you that those people, but they know what they are fighting, and Israel is capable of taking care of it. And you are going there, you are beating down the people in Nigeria that are fighting for freedom. You have gone to United Nations to campaign for the freedom of the Palestinians. Are you not a hypocrite? Are you not disingenuous to yourselves? Are you not lying to yourself? Look at how he went there and he was slanging. Look at what he was slanging there. But he could not slang when the Oduduwa said, no, we cannot stay in this criminal construct. When the Biafrans say, no, we cannot stay in this criminal construct, you are beating them down on a daily basis, hunting them all over the world, kidnapping Mazen Namdekano and the rest of them, and you will go, you have the clout to go to United Nations and begin to campaign for the freedom and the human rights of the Palestinians. Anyway, you see, let them go and begin to. It is their job with the Israelis. You see, let me tell you one thing people didn't know. Anytime you kick against Israel and their Zionist principle, the Zionist principle, you have become an enemy to them.
Absolutely.
Continue to do what you are doing. Continue to campaign for them. Continue to campaign. I wish them luck. I wish them luck. And I believe that when Israel is going to pick interest in that country that are now forming an ally, look at what he said there, that they should rally around the international community to make sure Nigeria is calling for the international community now to begin to look into the Palestinian issues after what these people have done to them. 7 December, 7 October last year during the Christmas time, was it provoked? Was it provoked? You cannot give what you don't have. What you don't have, you cannot give. So let them continue to call for it. And when the boomerang begins to return, I will be clapping. Look, Biafrans, let me tell you today before I round up. Just give me 2 minutes to do this. I will be fast. We are not going to complain again for what Nigeria has done to us. My mother's ancestral land. We will not complain again. I have come to realize that they did us a great deal of help. The 20 pounds they gave us after the war, what happened to it? Today, where are you? Today, where are you? The rascal child that was denied in the family always come out to be the most prosperous. Today, who are you? The Biafrans are asking today, who are you? They told you that, oh, Biafran people, before you go to elite school or mission school or wherever, you must score higher than any other part in Nigeria. And that encouraged you. Today, where are you in education? Those people that they gave a tap at the back or they treated with kiss glove, where are they? Have you checked the education level in the Western region of today, Southwest? Have you checked the education, in the North? Have you checked the poverty level and everything? The distribution of wealth in these regions? Are you not better, you that was given 20 pounds, irrespective of the amount you had in the bank in the past after the war? Are you not better today? They have even encouraged you to do more. They encouraged you to do more. And those that they try to rely upon, tap them and give them, they are going down. Check the statistics and come back and challenge me. The person, if you continue to push someone or beat someone, you will chase that man, chase him into a house of glory. You are today like the Joseph that was sold into Egypt, hoping that they are going to lose him. Nobody will see him. The father will not see, nobody will see him. Today, look at Joseph. Joseph is now the person that is feeding. Now they are telling you, come and participate in protest. If you don't, they will say, oh, you will do it. Oh, Igbo people are making causing hunger in Nigeria because they are withholding the food. They are withholding. They are increasing the price of things in the market. Is it Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing it? Today they are calling you. These were the people that were giving. Over 3, 4, 5 million were slaughtered, senselessly pied. These were the people that were given 20 pounds. These were the people that the government say rehabilitate them, reconstruction, and whatever the three are. They didn't do it. You fought among yourself. Someone was telling me a story in those days while I was in Nigeria, how they raised money. Do you know where community, what did they call it? Community work started? It started in Igbo, in Biafra land. It started in Biafra land, community work. 2 people will gather. They will now say, okay, there are 4 people. This rent here is going to take us 40 pounds. They contribute 40 pounds. 4 of them will stay there and begin to find job. They work. Once they work, they satisfy, they pull up, then everybody will now scatter. That was how it happened.
Exactly.
Family were contributing. Oh, this woman, this family is weak. We are going to farm for her today. These people will go tomorrow. This will go here. This will go. It's a communal thing. That was what they did to us today. Who are you, my people? If you don't want this, what else do you want? If they treated you like the way they treated the Yorubas or the way they treated the Hausas and the Fulanis, do you think you will be ahead today? No, you will not. They did us a great deal of help by making us, refuse the abandoned stone, which is now the cornerstone. And when you want to leave, they say, no, you cannot leave. No, you cannot leave. If you leave, this will happen. If you leave, this will happen. They know what will happen to Nigeria once Biafrans are pulled out. They don't want that to happen. If you know, the dead Melafi Obodaya said it. He said it. That guy was a professor, Harvard trained. He said they don't talk nonsense. He said if Biafra goes out of Nigeria, Nigeria is going to collapse. That is the reason why they don't want you to leave. They are doing everything. Any opposition, any voice that come out, they try to crush it using our own people. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama bless all of you. Continue with what you are doing, and the Biafra that has been an illusion, a mirage, is right here in front of us. Whether they bring out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not, we will fight for Biafra to come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done his will, and we will pray that he will come out and God will bring him out. And before then, we cannot wait. We'll continue to do what we are doing. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless all of you, wherever your workplace, wherever that you are going to go, those that are going to drive out today, may God, Chukwu Kikabiama, control the steer. If it is in the plane, may God be your pilot. If it is in the wherever in the sea, may God be the captain. If you are going to stay at home, may God continue to visit you with his angels and protect you. Provide for you so that you will also contribute for the restoration of my mother's ancestral life. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. I love you all. I remain your Okene of Biafra.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You've really done justice to the day. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that amazing contribution. So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching any place you are watching this very program from, and my brother Williams Onyeka, I've seen your comments you are writing, and I understand where you are coming from, but we should not overflog that very issue for people to misunderstand your comment. I understand the angle you are coming from, brother William Onyeka. In this very restoration of Biafra, we know a lot of things are going on, and there are certain issues we have to be very careful the way we address issues and the way we go into some discussions. I understand the angle you are coming from, and I believe every other person there will understand. Some people might also misunderstand you. In this very restoration of Biafra where we are today, there is no such confusion for those of us who are in this very restoration of Biafra. No Biafra should be confused at this point in time. And I want you to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself have a personality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a personality. Each time he speaks according to his personality. You will always have to appreciate that and who he is. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has really done a lot, and he has played a major role to get us to where we are today. And there is one thing you have to know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been under pressure for a very long time. He is on pressure. Even where he is today, he's still being tormented and pressured to speak against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. At a point in time, they place it as one of the conditions for him to be released, to speak against Mazi Simon Ekpa, but he has never, ever done so, and he will not do so. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows the value of Mazi Simon Ekpa. He knows very, very well. He doesn't need somebody to interpret to him. He knows the value of Mazi Simon Ekpa. He has done his own job, and he completed his job. That was why he did the handover while he was with us. He didn't hand over while he did the handover while he was with us. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still with us talking, he said, go to Mazi Simon Ekpa, listen to him, share his video. He is bringing the new dimension into this very struggle. So we respect our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very, very much, his decisions and his actions, and he has still remained on that path. Just like the very first question somebody asked when I started this program, somebody came and asked a question about the statement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu during that very speech he was making on the court day. And that's very question the person asks is in line with what you are still writing. When I read all your comments, it's in line with that. Meddling in the security. I don't like to use that word meddling. I do not like to use that word meddling. I do not see it as meddling. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a voice. He has played his role, and he will continue to speak according to his personality there. But it is very clear to every one of us today that the person in charge is the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. It is very, very clear. Very, very clear. And Mazi Simon Ekpa have tried everything he can to be able to keep things straight, to detach himself from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to an extent to make sure that the enemies will not use it against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I understand where you're coming from, because this idiotic IPOB Nigeria, most of the time they capitalize on the state of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to confuse some ignorant people. Most of the time they capitalize on his statement to confuse some ignorant people, and we don't have to allow that confusion to come. That is why most of the time we are online here, making some explanation and putting some records straight. And anyone that is confused about any issue on any item, you should make sure you join us, and also make sure you listen to programs that are being held by the Biafran Republic Government and Exile Media. That is why we are here. Why you see us come out, you see my brother Max come out, and another person come out on their platform to come and speak. It is to make these corrections, because there are so many of us who are not very sound in making decisions. The IPOB Nigeria, based from what you're writing, I know it is very, very good. They are always capitalizing on the system of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just like as you have the Bible. In the Bible, people will, just like the example I gave the very person that asked this very first question when I started this program, people can use the Bible for anything. Every information is there. You want to do good, you want to do bad, you want to do evil. They will always see a portion of the Bible they are going to use to satisfy their own evil. But it's left for us who are human to apply your common sense and focus. Apply your common sense to every single thing you hear and get focused. We don't want to create an impression to people to see as if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa is rubbing shoulders or they are in a battle. They are not in a battle. Today, our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa have always made in his speech that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain the leader of the struggle. He remains the leader of the struggle. Whenever he comes out, his position is there for him in the government of Biafra. But as it stands today, the man who caught the shot, who is in charge, is the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. And he has made it clear, do not hold the IPOB Nigeria responsible for anything the government of Biafra does today. The government of Biafra in charge. Let me see if I can get my hand on that video so that I can play it. Let us listen to it once again.
IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, and this government represent indigenous Biafra government. They continue to write IPOB. We have made it very clear, and let me also use this opportunity to say it as it is for people, for them, because they continue to use IPOB. We are not IPOB as an organization. We are government of Biafra in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We are not IPOB as an organization. IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, and this government represent indigenous people of Biafra as a nation and as a people, not as organization. And that should be made very, very clear in case they were not understanding. So not when we do something under this government, do not attach IPOB as an organization to it. I want to send this particular message to be very, very clear to the Nigeria state today, so that they should be addressing whatever we are doing properly to the Biafra government, not attaching IPOB to it. IPOB is a registered organization, and we have moved from there to a government, and that's where we are today. So stop linking us to an organization called IPOB, which is a Nigeria political pressure group. And today, they are no longer relevant in Biafra struggle, because you have used them for many years to kill our people, use them as sacrifice, only to put for a particular political interest. That particular time has ended. And if the Biafra agitation was a joke, we have made it a reality. It is no longer a joke. Under my leadership, it is not a joke. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless you.
So I played this video to make you understand. Every single one of us today, we are members of IPOB as a nation. But when it comes to that organization, as an organization, that is not where we are. We are not part of it. Indigenous people of Biafra as a nation, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and every one of us here, we are there. But when it comes to this very IPOB organization, they have already handed it over to Nigerian government. It is a pressure group of Nigerian government. That is what they are. And Mazi Simon have also made a speech when he said that immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, it will be dissolved. It will be dissolved. It will be dissolved. So let everybody understand that in this time where we are today, the man that is in charge is Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. His responsibility is to see that the Biafran people are safe and secure. To make sure we are safe and secure, and to pursue the restoration of independence of the state of Biafra for the freedom of all the Biafrans, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As I said, the genuine freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come from Biafran people, not from the zoo. The zoo will never grant us any freedom. They will not. That was why Mazi Simon Ekpa said that freedom is going to come from outside, not from the zoo. They will not give you freedom. And if you're wishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the kind of freedom they gave us, In 2015, later on, they brought Python Dash to go and take his life. That is not what I want. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today deserves a freedom where he will come back and he will not be answerable to anybody except the government of Biafra. That was why, if you watch an interview they granted in the court, one of the person who was questioning him asked him, "Are you going to still be going back and coming back again in the court? Will you be able to do that?" He told him, "I am here in the 4th year. The 5th year is not going to kill me." Every one of us should continue to focus on the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, which is what will guarantee the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Finally. Freedom of not just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every political prisoner of Biafra, including you and I, we are all prisoners. If one person is in prison, every other person is there. Don't think you are free. That we have the freedom to come and watch YouTube and come here and talk doesn't mean we are free. We are still in captive. If we had a Biafra, if we had our own country as Biafra, I might not be where I am today. So many of us living abroad will not be living abroad. Doing menial job, we will not be there. So every one of us is in captivity. And we have to focus, pursue the freedom of Biafra earnestly. It is only that we guarantee the freedom of every single one of us, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not forget that. Always hold that to heart. Let's hear this again from our Prime Minister.
That is where our lobbies now come in. So everything we are doing, you are going and presenting who you are to the people that can influence the recognition of Biafra. From the Washington, D.C., from Asia, from Europe, from Africa. You will go and show who you are. The government you are representing has a map. The government you are representing has conducted self-referendum. There are evidences everywhere of how the self-referendum is being conducted. We have recorded over 50 million votes. You can't beat that. That is what we call outsmarting the terrorist state of Nigeria. And they were taking us for a joke. Today, they are no longer taking us for a joke anymore. They are calling ICC. To one man, Simon Ekpa. And they tell you, oh, the time they were catching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why didn't they make it public? Why would they make it public? Because they thought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that was talking genuinely. And once they capture him, Biafra is dead. And of course, they celebrated the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja, including the one some people were kneeling down thanking God in Lagos. Oh, they came every now and then to grant national interview on national TV that Biafra is dead. Let them see how they will rise up again. As that was happening, Simon Ekpa was somewhere observing them. Ejiofor promised them he's in charge of IPO. Where is he today? He's gone. I want you to understand, mark my word now. Once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, IPOB is gone, dissolved,
Did you hear that?
Completely dissolved. Mark my word. Every person today that is fighting me on the other side will be gone. I want you to mark this day. Mark this word I'm telling you now. Every one of them will be gone. As we approaching the December declaration of Biafra.
This very statement is very important, and we must have to pay attention to that. These people you are seeing, they will be gone. They will be definitely gone once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. You will not hear from any one of them anymore. It is obvious that they have lost it all. Go and just try and, when you meet their platform, spend 1 minute there and hear what they are saying. It is obvious that all of them channel their energy on fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa. They are no longer interested in the Biafra you're talking about. They are all channeling their energy in fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is where they focus. Are they going to change it? Are they going to stop him? They don't have what it takes to stop him. Why they are busy fighting him? He is going higher. Today we are in DC. Even as at yesterday, meetings were going on in DC. pursuing Biafra. He doesn't even have their time. But go and check their platform. What are they doing? Nothing. That is why you have to understand clearly that these people are gone. They are gone. They have tried everything they can to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak against Mazi Simon Ekpa. They went even promising him his freedom to speak against Mazi Simon Ekpa. He saw the trap, and he knows the trap, and he cannot be foolish to fall into the trap. He will not. Before we go further, my brother Max, I think there's one video I want us to play. Let us listen to what that guy had to say, and let's see if we can draw some points from what that video is saying. Let me see if I can be able to get my hand on that video.
Mr. Fanemo is saying that the Southeastern actors, stakeholders, have not done enough in doing the underground work and negotiating on his behalf to get him out of incarceration. Now, is it that they've not done enough, or that this particular administration is being dogged or stubborn, for lack of a better word, in order to keep him in prison for a certain reason? There are different speculations on what this certain reason could be, but I'll pose that to you in this way just to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, thank you. You see, Nnamdi Kanu's case is complicated but intricate. It cannot compare with Sunday Igboho or any other person. Why did I say so? Number one is that Nnamdi Kanu is standing on a certain platform, an ideology. He's not standing on nothing. He's standing on something that has been existing. He's standing on existence. What do I say so? And the federal government, the actors and people responsible for his incarceration are not just people who are dealing with Nnamdi Kanu based on the certain charges like treason. They put it as maybe a political vengeance or whatsoever. No, the people that is working and trying to get a pound of flesh are the people who either got wounded, got bruised, who have suffered loss on what Nnamdi Kanu is standing. Like number one, all the people that are trying and charging, both in the courts, both in the executive, both in the parliament, are people who, majority of them, are the people that were part of what brought Nnamdi Kanu to this level. I'm talking about Nigerian Civil War. Buhari fought the war. And it will be very bad for him to sit there and listen to anybody who wants to remind him what he suffered in the war front. Even though Tinubu did not go to war, but he partook in it as an adult as of that time. Anybody who participates or who were alive or who were young or who has already become an adult between 1967 to 1970 will tell you, will be so angry, will be so furious, will demand the execution of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling the truth. But just because if this happened during the military regime, he would have been executed and be killed without anything happening. What we are talking about is we are in democracy. But fortunately, all the people who are persecuting and prosecuting Nnamdi Kanu are people who participated in that unjustified program called war. Therefore, it will be very, very difficult. The only way that this thing can be solved is Nnamdi Kanu to be battered to submission. For now, Nnamdi Kanu they believe that they have not been battered to submission. If anybody telling you that something have not been going, underground, the person is lying. I am part of negotiating teams. I am part of the consultants towards Nnamdi Kanu's everything before he was incarcerated and before he was incarcerated. Many of us prophesied, many of us predicted that a time like this will come. You see, if you look at Ojukwu, let's bring Ojukwu's case, who is President Nnamdi Kanu is standing on what he started. During Ojukwu, when he was in exile, a lot of people were moving from here to Ivory Coast to talk and to negotiate. And when NPN discovered that they might lose the election, that UPN is encroaching in Southeast and South-South, and the NPP is holding this and that, they were afraid that something might happen. So what NPN did was to send people
and to negotiate with people who have a sincere mind, just like your guest there said that it's a showman show. People who actually want to get hold of Igbo land, the Igbo politicians like Dr. K. Ombadiwe, Arabio Kafo, Osisi and others, who want to get hold and to convince the Igbos that they are standing in for their, for their good. They discussed and negotiated with Shagari to grant Ojukwu pardon, and also entered into agreement with Ojukwu that when you come, you should enter NPN. But then Ojukwu have been logging to the home. Ojukwu have been negotiating to the home. In 448, he agreed. And immediately he come back, he not joined the NPP. The Igbos were expecting him to join NPP, Nigeria People's Party, which is headed by an Igbo man, Nnamdi Azikiwe of that time. So immediately he came back, he disappointed them and joined NPN. And even contested the election. And they put a banana peel for him, that a non-figure, defeated him in senatorial election. So based on that, notwithstanding, but he was granted pardon. And he came in the form of Ojukwu Front a lot of me to convince and to please the people that granted him that pardon. But then now the Kanu is not a Ojukwu, he's not yielding to some of the overtures being made to him. But if I were him, I would say, I will agree in any terms and come out of that detention, that incarceration, that dungeon. I will come out of that place first. It's the man that is alive that can be able to fight. He said he will fight and run away and come back. We can do a better fight. So I will have Nnamdi Kanu to stop talking and his followers to stop talking. But another angle there is I have been telling them, look, if you kill one of Nnamdi Kanu, 100 Nnamdi Kanu will see what they will capitalize and lay hand upon to spring up. But the problem is that the people who are suffering it are the Southeasterners, not even South-South. Only that 5 states that is suffering. They are suffering economically. They are losing so many criminals are spring up from here and there. Criminals within Igbo land, criminals outside Igbo land are capitalizing on this Nnamdi Kanu to begin to foment a lot of trouble. Let me tell you, somebody came up to tell us that he has a private army. The federal government, engaged him as a missionary. Let's don't go far. That Buhari engaged him and employed him as a missionary. And he bragged, he boasted, I slaughtered them. I went to Anambra, I killed them. I went this and that, I finished them. Nothing happened. He said he was employed by the federal government. As I said it, he was employed. Today he's still brandishing AK-47, guns and everything, and even visited Ashurok and stayed in the seat of government to grant interview and warn anybody who will come, against his support to Mr. President. Therefore, it will be difficult. Oh my God.
My brother Maxwell, you have had this very discussion. I came across the brokers. The man said a lot of things, a lot of complicating things. We are there, some positive, some negative. And in the media, they always like to push some narrative that I don't know where they are driving at. So what do you have to say based on what we just had? First of all, they were trying to compare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case with that of Sunday Igboho, and he said it's not the same. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing on a ready-made foundation and all that, and what he stands for the Biafra. And again, telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to agree with whatever they said in order to come out and have his freedom first, and then any other thing. What do you have to say on that very video we just played?
Mazi Chooks, I came in again because of the question William Onyeka was asking.
Okay.
I will address that particular one before I come to this one, if you will permit me.
Okay, go on.
Thank you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never said that he's meddling in the security of the Biafran Republic government in exile. He is in detention. The Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has made it clear that we are on our own. Whatever that happens, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be counted as a partaker to it.
Absolutely.
He said that. So I do not know the reason why some of our people are writing these questions or comments in the comment section, as if you are not following, as if you are not following Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister. How do you want to tell us that a man, the leader of this struggle, IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, that he set up, that was destroyed after his kidnap, will stand against whatever Simon Ekpa is doing or to meddle into it.
Yeah, that word meddling is very, very wrong.
It's very, very bad. He was even warning us we should not allow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to meddle into. Who told you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is meddling into the? Do you think that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not even support double of what the Prime Minister is doing? Do you think if I am Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and what I could not do, and I've seen someone who is doing it for me, I will not double it if I'm incapacitated to do that? Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, Biafran Republic government in Israel, is in accordance with what the leader, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, set aside. The blueprint is what you are seeing. And I'm believing that there was a blueprint to what Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is doing now, which is only known between him and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The rest didn't know it. And that is why when you see him speak, he speaks authoritatively. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had several minutes to address the press in the court or outside the court premises. Do you think that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't recognize what is going on? I told you people that most of us that were partakers in what was going on the days during our active service, the more you keep a man for a long time or woman in a long time in the prison, the warders there will begin to make friends with him. They will give him papers to read. They will brief him what is going on. There are people in there that doesn't like what the government is doing to him. We were there. There was a time I told you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is listening to what we are saying. Many people didn't believe me because you've never been there. You don't know what is going on. You don't know what happens within the circle of that, the confines, the zones, the confines of that area. You don't know. Didn't you hear that Bob Risky was not in Cricri prison? He was cooling off in a luxury apartment. See, let's not just go there. So my brother William Onyeka, just calm down. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is Simon Ekpa, and both of them are intertwined. You cannot take one and leave one. And the reason why Prime Minister said what he said, remove Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for now, because he is under duress. He's a human being, anything can happen. Remember also that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going through physical trauma, spiritual trauma, and then the psychological trauma and everything. There is nothing. That one cloth they allowed him to wear every day is part of psychological trauma. Keeping him away, like Jimako, the lawyer said, is part of just to break him down.
Absolutely.
And the man comes out and begin to hammer them the way he is hammering them. I'm very, very proud of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. No matter what happens, God forbid, if anything happens to him, I will forever regard him as my Jesus of this time, because he has done a lot. Now, coming to this thing, look, let me tell you, those people that went to Ivory Coast and begged our eternal leader Ojukwu and he succumbed, is the same tactics they did to Wazirike.
Exactly.
The same tactics. Talk him into ignoring all this and let him come back. But, human being what we are, our eternal leader agreed to come home. And what was the reason? This is exactly what they are telling us. This IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu set up, why can't you make it a pressure group, a political group, and join? Go. That is the thing now. All of them are benefiting.
They never learn from history.
Including this one. I don't know whether he's a pastor or what, but he is not speaking like other pastors, like King Leo, David King Leo. He is not speaking like them. He is not speaking like David King Leo. It was David King Leo. I heard it. I was afraid. But as long as God has spoken, then I begin to monitor what was going on. It was this man that prophesied that I saw Mazen Nnamdi Kanu film from UK, film to another African country, film back to Nigeria. I said never, it cannot happen. And he put a caveat. The man put a caveat. He said, it is of no evil, it is of good. Is it not what we are happening today? Forget about the time they are detaining him. This man, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, supposed to come out. The shame and this is where I am coming back to the family members now. Amabodi Kenato, Nkojoya Anaharaho.
Yeah.
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu Budike Amaburunato. Oh, obia di ha, agwachana ndị iro si ọwịa dị ha, ọwụnya dị ha, ọwụnya dị ha, o buru ibu, ọ dị ọcha, ọ dị nkịrịnkị, ọ na-akwọ isi nkwọcha, ọ nara akpụ isi ya na-abụ nkwọcha. Then I describe ọ na-eyi fe ndị apụta, ọ amagbuo na dike na-atọ. Eje na Kenya jee jide ya. You know, Agwam that now the family hands are not inside there. Family hands are not there. 8 days, this great son was there, tied down, and be maltreated. Glory be to God. Because what I always tell people is, if you look at it in a physical realm, look at it in a spiritual realm too. I told you people, it is not everybody that will be injected or sedated and fly in a higher altitude and that person will survive. That is why they chain people. They don't sedate them. They chain you when they are bringing you back. They will put this, chains on you or things that can hold you on the chair, but they will not sedate you. Look at his face when they brought him out. If it was someone who was not sedated, he survived it. And you want to tell me that now he's good? No, nothing will happen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Do what you're supposed to do. The dogs tell the owner, owner said, if I throw this a bone outside now in this darkness, the demons around there will fight you with this, for this demon over these bones. The dog said, never throw the bones and forgive the fight between me and the demons in my hand. Do what you're supposed to do. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has made a mark. He created this path. Just like this man, there are some certain things he said there that I will take, and things that he did I will not take. He is speaking of his own pocket, bottom line. The economy of Southeast, and nobody's talking about the lives that were messed up before. They sit at home.
Has there ever been any economy there? Has there been any improvement there before? Has there been?
What did they do for you? Those politicians you are calling, K.O. Mbadiwe, CCO, them, did they not make money for their families? Did you benefit from it?
Exactly.
Did you benefit from the money? Look at your roads. Have they not made them politically irrelevant, even those that are there now? They are doing catch-up. They are doing catch-up. If you can't beat them, join them. That is the language they will tell you. That is this where form alliance, seek help from across the Niger. As if other people that have criticized and called for baboons and monkeys' blood, after calling them, they become the president. You that has not done anything since after the 1966 coup, they tagged it Igbo coup. And the subsequent coups, nobody called them Fulani coup, Hausa coup, TV coup, like the failed Oka coup. Nobody called them Babangida coup, Buhari coup, and the rest of them. But they have the audacity to call your own, that the young Nigerian military officers took up arms against the states and overthrew it, and you are calling it Igbo coup, just to destroy the Igbo people. That is the false narrative that you are going to do. This is where I always have problem in any platform when this issue comes up. I say, why do you Christian 1966 January Igbo coup, and you refuse to Christian the subsequent coups in line with the ethnicities that participated in? And that is the reason why God is punishing Nigeria, and he will continue to punish Nigeria till Nigeria collapse. Let me tell you, Nigeria is not going to fight war. Now, God is going to crush and destroy Nigeria. And I gave you an adage sometime. I told you that Nigeria is like a bus full of passengers. They drove to a certain place. Oh, the tire is weak. Oh, don't worry, we'll manage it. The engine is bad. Oh, change the oil. Oh, don't worry, we'll manage it. Oh, the windscreen, the wipers are horrible. The sign like these things are. Oh, don't worry. It got to a stage. Boom. Everybody carrying his or her bag and started going away. That is how it's going to happen to that country. I don't believe that God will allow us to suffer like we suffered before. He will not allow that to happen. He will not allow that to happen again. And if it is going to happen, he will be the one that is going to fight that war for us. And I believe that. We can only contribute a little. These people are the people that are enjoying their families. How many of them? How many of you benefited from what Sisi Ono had for his family? How many of you benefited from K.O. by the way them have for their own people? Apart from Michael Okpara, those people that really tried during the time of Eastern region. Tell me any other politician that has done good thing after Michael Okpara. Tell me that they will come and tell me to believe in their narrative, what the source of the illegal wealth that they are acquiring. Abaribe is not earning so much. Constituent allowance they are giving him. What has he done in Abanoff with it? What has he done? Is it these people that will go? They were we don't know the same people that were trooping in us in a DSS. We are going to speak to them as the kind of the driver. What were they speaking to Mazen Namdekanu to agree and sign tomorrow? When you come out and this thing persists, you say no, you cannot. They will now refer you to the agreement that you signed. That agreement is binding, whether local or international. It is binding, unless you are not going to be the one that is going to channel the agitation. That is basic. Mazen Namdekanu, I don't believe that Mazen Namdekanu will fall for the gimmicks of these evil people, especially from the Biafra land. Thank you so much, my brother, and God bless you. You know me, if people always give me privilege, I go talk and talk and talk.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much. May God bless you.
We have to be rounding up now. We have to be rounding up and take our closing remark and round up. We've spent more than 2 hours now. So it's time to round up. And I want us to get the rounding up message from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. It's a very important speech that every Biafra must hold to heart. That is where we are today. Whatever you hear from Mazi Simon Ekpa, that is where we are today, and there is no changing. I want us to listen carefully to what he has to say.
I want every one of you to remember these 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
That is where we are going to draw the line. Every one of us should have this at the back of their mind. There is no going back. We are already out from the zoo and we are going home. My beloved Maxwell, Just give us 1 minute for closing remark and we'll draw the curtain.
Mazi Chiefs, may God bless you. First of all, bless Mazi Namdekano, bless the Prime Minister, his kitchen cabinet members, the Biafran armed forces in Biafra land that is protecting my mother's ancestral land. Those of you in the diaspora, may God continue to provide for you and give you health and prosper you. May God open the doors of everything or whatever that is going to be used for you enough, and you have some to contribute for to deliver to fund the liberation of my mother's ancestral land. May God bless all of you. Those in comment section, I say, may Chukwu Okike bless you for typing all the time. May those that also don't love freedom, we encourage you to come and listen to us. God loves you. God loves all of us. I remain the Diokpara of Biafra. Thank you so much, and God bless you, my brother.
Bless you more. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for that amazing performance. Each time we are always, we feel blessed having you around us. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you. I appreciate every Biafran that has participated on today's program. Thank you for being part of the program. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, all the forces fighting for us on the ground. May Chukwu come and protect them. Protect the de facto government, the homeland, and other officials. Protect every member of the cabinet of Biafra government. May Chukwu come and protect the members of the media, all our speakers on various platforms. May Chukwu guide and protect them. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray for divine protection. We pray for divine victory. We pray for divine wisdom. We pray that no evil shall befall him. He will never dash his foot against the stone. Every trap they set for him will catch them. We pray for our Sudamazin Nandekano for good health, for more strength. We pray for Mazin Nandekano for healing. We pray for Mazin Nandekano for divine revelation. We pray that Chukwu Okike will bring it to us very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining on this program. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of God. Share this very program, like and share if you have not done so. Share, please do so. And Chukwu Okike bless you. Thank you and stay safe.
Biafra!